I always bring a sleeping bag or a lantern or something like that. And I find a lot of things like feathers, and once I found 2 dead goldfinches. The goldfinch body wasn't there, but the feathers were, and I collected the feathers and made and I stuck them into leaves around, and it was really pretty. I love camping out on the property, and Thorny Meadow is what I call it because it has lots of thorns in it. But there's one little spot under a little tree where it's very nice, and I take sticks and I put it around me, and I bring some a pillow and some blankets. And I don't really use any shelter, and whenever it rains, I just dry off and stuff. And sometimes I hike up to this waterfall, and it's really pretty, and you can watch the fish jump and the frogs jump. And I really love being in nature because it's fun and you can see a lot of things, and I've had a lot of adventures on my farm, and we have tons of animals. We have chickens, we just had some new baby calves, we had kittens and cats and dogs and sheep, and we used to have pigs, and we got ducks, and we don't have a rooster because we butchered our rooster because it wasn't a very good rooster.
Do you want to put a bigger piece of wood on?
Sure.
Not the really big ones. One of this first.
This one?
Yeah. Here, let's put a little couple. Just a minute. Let me just get these sort of rounded up so they can bring in. Put these in. You want to throw these on? Put them on the fire. Put these on the fire. Yeah. You know what fire's like?
Yeah.
They like
Wherever the wind blows, the smoke goes.
fires like air, but they don't like too much air. And so they like to breathe.
Like this.
Yeah. So if you put the wood close enough together that the pieces of wood heat each other up, but not so much that the air can't go through. The air likes to go through the fire, and then it burns really nice.
I like the sound it makes. Those bud sticks really do work. Good.
Try to put that one on. Put it right across so it has. Yeah. Beautiful.
There's a lot of special things about fire, like, first of all, they keep you very warm. Second of all, you can make s'mores with them. You can burn things that you don't need in it. You can do a lot of stuff with fire. But most importantly, fire can keep you very warm, but sometimes it can make you too warm. Like if you got in the fire, it wouldn't be a very pretty picture. Let's see what happens to this leaf when I put it in the fire. Oops, you go. It's going to toast the leaf. And it also, mostly everybody knows, to make fires, you could put in wood. Not too much wood, not to block the air in the fire, but just so the fire can burn more. Also, this can make a fire bigger. Put your hands cupped like this, and then blow. A very light blow. And if you didn't ever notice but whenever the smoke catches a wind, the smoke blows it. The smoke blows with the wind. Whenever I go camping in the woods, I always bring a lantern. Just when I wake up and I hear a weird noise, I can look around, and if it's not that safe, I can go back and I'll have a lantern. Sometimes I bring a little backpack full of stuff and stuff like that, and sometimes I bring my headphones in case the birds are a little bit too loud. I just put them right on my ears and be like, and I wake up. And sometimes I bring books and pencils. And one time I went camping in a tent, and I woke up in the morning and there were so many earwigs and cracks and corners and everywhere in the tent crawling all over me. And after that, I washed all off and got all clean, and then we shook out the whole thing. And so I love having fun on my farm, and sometimes I climb the trees whenever I hear a weird sound. And one time I looked up and I saw these big footprints right next to our cave. And then I couldn't hear anything or see anything, so I just went down there, and then I just saw a little shadow going into the cave, and I was with my friend. And once I saw the shadow going into the cave, I looked even more, and I couldn't see anything. Then I looked down at the ground, and there was this ginormous bear print, and it was cool. And yeah, and we were like screaming, saying, "Mom, there's a bear print!" And then once the bear was all deep into the cave, my mom came and looked at them, and she said, "That's a bear print." And she said, like, could be. And so we were like, phew, not phew. And then I told all my friends about it, and they never go down to the cave again. But there's lots of pretty birds where we are, and everything's really pretty. But we have 2 ponds, and they're both very dirty. So you can't go swimming in them, but you can go swimming in the waterfall and stuff. And there's crawdads in the waterfall, and there's all sorts of things. So it's really fun. Once me and my cousin were trying to chase the stream down, and we kept on chasing, and then we got to the house, and it wasn't our house. And we were like, we're on somebody else's property. And we ran back as fast as we could, because there's this old fence, and nobody really noticed it, but then we figured out that's an old fence. And we were like splashing through the water, running, and then we were like running back as quick as we could, and we had a lot of fun. So that pretty much shows how much fun I can have on the farm. But I'm gonna put on a couple more leaves. Just there. And it burns. You see how big that burns? So it's burning really big. So there's all of that smoke stuff. first it comes out new and tiny. Then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, smaller, 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 and then goes out. Also, bark is very good for the fire. It keeps the fire running. There's a lot of things you can do with fire, but usually you shouldn't do too many things. So, that is a lot of things about fire. And when you go back to the first part, you can see the first part. You can see how tiny it is. So, let's pretend that that's a baby. And then when it's first born. And then when it's middle, it's a kid. And then teenager, grown up, grandma, great-great-grandma. And then when the fire dies out, it's the person passing away. So that's a lot about fire. Done.
That's a really good story, Emily.
Yep. Well, I have to head back.
Okay.
I might come back probably tomorrow
Okay.
or probably today.
Hey,
You're welcome,
Emily,
okay?
you forgot your little purse.
Oh. I almost forgot. Almost left it. That wouldn't be very good. See you later.
See you later.